Actually, you don't be addicted to anything because the addiction is what causes the problem. Is the addiction? If it's you can have sugar, but if you're not addicted to it, it's not.
If you eating a whole bag of candy, I mean that's not healthy. It's not good.
I bought some Werther's at Walmart, and I had some. And it tasted so good.
I know you had Werther's. You know why?
Why? You found my little empty packets?
No, you threw some on the bed. So I happened to walk in the room. I was like, "Oh, I took one and put it in my boob." I don't. You didn't see, but when I came back, I was like, maybe I should get one more. And I came back, you took them back up.
The thing is, I didn't even have no idea they were missing. That's the thing.
No, you threw them on the bed. You had to. They were just thrown on the bed.
Oh, so I was probably just.
Hey guys, if it's crazy.
All right, go ahead. Go now.
Wait.
Get out of there! Oh my God!
Hey guys, welcome to the Family Mess. I'm Noah, and have a nice day.
Good God!
I love the Family Mess. Oh.
Come on, man. You can't. All right, man.
Did you hear that?
That was nasty. You stink.
I didn't hear that.
All right, we're ending because no farting is nasty. Welcome to the Family Mess. I'm your host, Ian.
Mess, Family Mess.
This is my wife and co-host, Natalie. The Family Mess, the podcast about people with kids and all things adulting. Let's talk. Episode 13. Natalie, we're back. How are you?
I'm good.
Natalie's not prepared, everybody. I've been asking her since 8:30 tonight, do you want to record? And all she says is yes. But she wasn't really ready to record. She was on the computer actually doing some stuff to get our trip ready to Texas. So I can't really blame her, but I've given her almost 3 hours to prepare for this topic today. And at the last second, she's like, I don't want to talk about this. Explain yourself. Explain yourself.
I didn't like the list.
I already told you we were going to talk about this before.
I hadn't looked at the list.
I gave you ample warnings that we were going to talk about this. Why aren't you prepared?
I'm tired.
I don't want to hear it, dude. I've been trying to do a recording for the last week. Everyone is dissing me to do a recording. You know what, everybody? If I ask you to do a recording at my house and you diss me, I don't want to call you to do a recording anymore. Because
nobody wants to come to your studio, Ian.
No, because I really care about these people. And if I want to take time to bring them here, it's because I care about, them as people and what they have to bring to the table. I've asked Artisha, I'm calling you out on this because I've asked you to come by and I'm hurt. But I know she's going to come by.
Everybody's got stuff, Ian. Everybody's got stuff.
But before we start, I have to give a shout out. Can we do that? I have to give a shout out to Kristen Trent. He's recovering from surgery. And do you have anybody in mind you want to give a shout out to?
No.
Any friends? Kristen, Trent, and somebody told me some real good lessons the other day. Amy. That's right. Amy at work. She's really nice. So everybody that I just mentioned, I'll give you a shout out tonight. So what have we done the last couple weeks?
Nice of you to shout out your people.
Yes. These people are very important to me. And remember the episode where we talked about friends? We don't have friends anymore. Remember?
Yes.
It's hard to make friends. Well, I consider them true friends because it's not that they're nice, but they're genuinely really good people.
That's good.
And it's hard to meet good people when you get older. We already had that conversation.
Yes, it is.
Before, so. Yes,
I called a friend today. I knew her. She's like a newer friend. And we went for a walk.
Oh, yes. Well.
Like I don't even know how. We walked for like an hour and something. I don't even know.
Who was doing all the talking?
Both of us. We're both chatterboxes. I know I'm a chatterbox. Afterwards I had to apologize. I was like, I'm sorry for talking you to death because I've been sitting at home by myself working for how many days.
Well.
But she said, oh no, I was talking too. So
I know.
I was like, all right, I don't feel so bad.
I already know she wanted to talk too. I know she did.
But it was good.
Well, she likes you. I told you that. She likes you. Because you're a normal person. I am very normal. No, what I'm trying to say is you don't put on a facade about how hard your life is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, my life is not that hard.
Well,
but everyone has their difficulties.
Well, you have to take care of your mom and have a lot of other responsibilities. So it's more difficult for you at times to balance. with everything else. So,
Okay.
and I think people around us are also going through issues. They might not be showing it.
Everybody's going through something. I haven't figured that out. Everybody's got something.
Listen, people, you're all crazy like me, and maybe not as crazy, but you're just hiding it better than me. That's all. So, but I think everybody's going through issues. Everybody. I don't
You
think.
can't not. That's called life.
You know,
If you don't have issues, you're not living.
I look at Facebook sometimes and I see people smiling, and I'm like, that's not real. There's no way that's real. Not that I don't believe.
Half of Facebook ain't real.
Well,
But everyone puts on their good face.
Yeah, not that I
Not
don't.
everybody, but most people put on their good face. for
Yeah,
Facebook.
not that I don't believe smiles aren't real, but for the most part, I just, as I get older, I really think people are just trying to put on a facade. Most of people's lives really suck. I mean, I hate to say that. I mean, am I being negative by saying
No,
that?
because it's true. It doesn't maybe not suck, but everyone has certain difficulties. Everyone's life, everyone's going through something that's hard for them. It could be something that's easy for somebody else, but for them it's a hard thing. That's just life. That's what I'm saying. That's just life. And I realize that we all go through it all the time.
I don't like this.
Not everybody shares. Like I'm too much probably of an open book. I tell everybody everything. But
Oh, that's why you've gotten us in trouble so many times.
Just about that. You always have to bring that up. But
Because
anyway,
it's
I've
your
gotten
mouth.
better about
Your mouth
that.
will get us killed
No,
one day.
I've gotten better about that.
What?
But it's as far.
What do you mean you've gotten better at that?
I
At
have.
closing your mouth?
No, as far as not information is important.
You
enough to
hesitated.
not to
You
take
lie.
it out. No,
You lie.
I've learned. I've gotten better at keeping confidential,
Oh,
confidential.
man.
As far as myself, my being, my person, I will talk about myself and my life.
You're being your person?
Yes, I will talk about myself. And my
Oh,
life.
man.
I don't care.
Oh, well.
I don't tell people stuff because honestly, if you don't share about yourself, then how do you learn and grow? Like you
Yeah.
can't if you're not sharing
No,
about
you're-
yourself. Because I learned by me sharing, I learned a lot about other people, or I'm able to help somebody solve a problem by me sharing, or they help me solve a problem because I shared. So
You're right.
I personally believe in talking about things.
Unfortunately.
Some people don't like to talk about it, feel like the devil's going to take it or someone's going to take it.
Oh, the
or
devil ain't going to take
whatever.
nothing. Give me a break.
Or I always hear people talk about, oh, don't tell your business. But to me, it's like, I always feel like if you're talking to real people, genuine people, then, and you tell them stuff, usually it's to both of your benefits somehow.
Well,
In one way or another, at some point, you're going to say something and they're going to be like, oh, wow, I didn't know that, or I didn't know that.
you
And
might
then
be right.
Vice versa.
You might be
So
right.
I tend to talk about things. That's how I get information on
You might.
stuff that I
You
don't
might
know.
be. You might be onto something here by
So-
that. So, but today I thought we would bring up something very interesting that affects all couples, or just in general. But Natalie and I were looking at this list on the computer the other day. Of course, it's about being together, being married. But what's the title of it say, Natalie? What is the title? It says 9 Ways to Ruin Your Marriage.
I don't know if I like this list that much.
She doesn't-
Ian likes the list, so we're gonna go with the list because he don't.
No, you know why we're going with this list? Is because I've been
Yes,
waiting
but I
for her
didn't
for 3 or
make a
4
decision
hours, and she
earlier.
did not make. People. She doesn't make a decision about anything. Hotels, plane tickets.
I just booked a hotel, so I made a decision, and it wasn't the one that we talked about. I booked a different one.
How long did it take you to book?
Okay, it may have taken me a little bit of time.
It took
about
you
30
over an
minutes.
hour.
No, I was doing something else too.
I'm looking at you right now as
30
you
minutes.
lie to me and
Okay,
tell me it took
let
30
my
minutes.
nose grow.
You're
That's what
lying.
it is, 30 minutes.
30 minutes, my ass. 30 minutes. But the title of this article is 9 Ways to Ruin Your Marriage. Natalie doesn't like
Oh,
this.
wait, where'd you get it? Yeah, make sure you cite.
I got this article from, what does it say? amenclinics.com.
Yeah, he's like a super brain doctor.
Oh,
He's like a.
I never heard of this guy.
Yeah, this guy is like the brain of brains.
What's
He knows all about the brain. He studies the brain.
Oh, what's his name? Maybe I could tell everybody.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
And
Amen
that's
Clinics.
his- yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
amenclinics.com, and we'll put up the link on our, when we put it up on Facebook to tell everybody to listen, we'll put a link so everybody can log into the website themselves and look at it. So,
Yeah, they used to have him on PBS and stuff. But he's like
Amen.
He's like the brain of brain.
Is he
guys.
Indian? Amen? Amen? You know,
I
or,
don't know where he's from.
well,
He's just a
it
guy.
could be a Middle East, like,
What does that matter? He's just a guy.
No,
he's
I'm not
He's
saying-
an American doctor.
Listen, I'm not saying, I was just saying the name
I
might
don't
tell me
know.
where he's from. That's all.
I don't know where he's from.
I'm not judging the dude or anything. Good
I don't
grief.
know.
You got on me quick, man.
I don't know his whole story.
But,
I just know he's like the brainiac of brainiacs. That's all I'm gonna keep calling him. He's
Amen.
a brain specialist. He studies the brain through imaging. He does brain imaging.
I need some brain imaging of my brain because.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another day.
But
yes, but he's got this 8. Well, he says here are 9 ways spouses can sabotage their marriage.
Sabotage. That's a good word because that's exactly what it is.
Once I read the first one, I'm like, well, I'm already sabotaging.
What's the first one say?
I'm doomed.
The first one says, saying everything that pops into your head.
I do. I'm an oversharer. I talk. Especially because I work from home and I'm by myself. This is probably why it's even worse. Because I work from home and I'm by myself most of the day, just me and the computer and the dog sitting here. I don't talk a lot, but I'm a talker. I don't have a lot of human interaction. I get on the phone sometimes a few times a day, depends. But a lot of times it says I am email. And so by the time you come home,
death.
I have a lot to say.
Oh, yes, you do.
I mean, and I catch myself, I'm like, God, I'm talking a lot. And I'm not even talking about anything important.
We're totally opposite because if I'm at work all day and I'm talking to people all day, I don't want to talk when I get home. I just want to sit there and be quiet. And you just drive me crazy.
But I will give you credit, though. You're fairly patient to listen to me. I'm patient. You do a good job of pretending you're listening to me.
I pretend my ass off.
So I don't feel too not heard. But I do catch you at times not listening to me. But I know when I'm just rambling.
Well, we've been married almost 20 years, so after a while, I'm just going to listen. You know, I've given up, and I'm listening now.
Well,
so
that's very smart to just give up. Yeah, you're like the dog when he rolls over and puts his legs up.
Damn.
Just relinquish.
Yeah, I've pretty much given up, but I don't really say everything that pops in my head.
No, because you don't share a lot.
I don't.
Over the years, I realized how much you don't tell me.
No. I think it's my upbringing why I don't say a lot. I just don't.
Well, that's why we had communication issues.
Yeah.
I guess there's the there's the double side of that. There's talking too much, and then there's not divulging enough.
Yeah, it's all linked. I mean,
so you're on one end, and I'm on the other.
Yeah. Well, there's a happy medium someplace in the middle.
Yes.
Right?
I think we've somewhat found it recently.
Recently? Well,
in the last few years.
Yeah, I mean, it's been slow.
You started talking a little bit more about your feelings because you don't talk about your feelings.
I don't like talking about my feelings. I still don't. I have issues and hurtness in my past. So I cry a lot when I was younger. I don't like crying now because it brings up such pain. So I'm trying to get better.
That's how
you
release pain is through crying.
I'm getting better though.
I don't mind having a good cry.
You cry all the time. You cry for everything.
I haven't cried.
You cry for speeding tickets. What else do you cry for? When you're hurt. When I hurt you and we get in an argument, you cry.
But that's not very often. I haven't cried in a while.
I haven't seen you cry during sex, though. That means I'm not doing my job.
What the heck? No comment.
Oh, they're going to get me at work for that one.
I'm not going there with you today.
I am not apologizing for that one. Let's go to number 2. Number 2 says not getting enough Z's or sleep. I think this one's very important.
Well, yeah, when you're not getting enough sleep, you're not at peak performance.
Well, that explains why we almost divorced when we had the kids.
Well, that's 7. Well, yeah. Well, that's how people a lot of times go through stuff. But they say you should get at least 7 to 8 hours.
You're not getting 7 to 8 hours. You're getting what, 5?
No, I get about 6 right now, but I'm working up to 7.
When?
I'm working up to it.
Wait, Natalie, before you even speak any further, when did you start getting 7 hours of sleep that I don't know about?
11 to 6 or 11 to 5. That's what I sleep.
11 to 5. You sure that's 7 hours?
That's 6. I said I'm working up to 7. 11, 12,
you usually get, 2, 3, if you're lucky, 4 hours of sleep a night.
That's not, I don't know where the heck, Ian,
well,
I used
12,
to not get any
30,
sleep.
12, 30,
I don't stay up till 12:30 anymore, Ian. I stopped doing it for my health. I don't do that anymore.
Now, was it the doctor that told you to get sleep, or was it me that told you?
The doctor. Who's got time to listen to you?
What do you mean who's got time? People got time.
The doctor. I'm listening to the educator.
So I've been telling you to get sleep for all these years because you said, Ian, I'm gaining weight.
You say get sleep, but then you're not helping me to get sleep. So I'm
not helping you to get sleep. What does that mean?
If you're not helping do stuff, then how am I supposed to
I do help do stuff. You're the one that tries to do everything yourself.
Okay. But anyway, yes.
Ian 1, Natalie 0.
No, I go to bed by 11 o'clock. I shut off the computer at 10:30 and I go to bed at 11.
Everybody, if we're on Facebook Live right now, which we will be in about after Christmas, I think. Next year, we're going to start doing Facebook Live on our phone. You can see the shock look on my face right now because I don't know where Natalie comes back.
You'll be shocked, but I don't.
What?
What? I used to go to bed that late and I have stopped. Believe me, I know I've stopped. because I wake up without the alarm every morning.
I wake up without
If
the alarm
I
every
weren't-
morning.
If I weren't going to bed earlier, I could not get up without the alarm.
Do you believe this lie?
I believe my own lie. Fine. If you don't want to believe me, I'll believe the lie as you would call it.
All right. Let's go on to number 3. Number 3 says holding on to past hurts. When you can't forgive somebody for something they did for a long time ago. That's what it says there. You
For
see
the
it?
most part, I can forgive. I can forgive you. I can forgive you more than I can forgive other people.
Well, yeah, because I've done some very screwed up stuff.
Yes. But somehow I've forgiven. But I haven't forgotten it.
No, you
But
never forget nothing.
But I have forgiven.
You never forget nothing. So that's why I think when you, like, if you were to cheat on somebody, like people that cheat, like in their marriages, and the spouse never forgets, I'll just leave the marriage. I would never even stay. Like, if I cheated on you, I wouldn't even waste my time coming back.
We're gonna save that. 'Cause that's a show we're supposed to be doing.
Oh, there was?
Yeah.
Oh,
Cheating.
okay. Well,
I don't want to say too much about that.
yeah. We're gonna save
have
that.
an opinion
We're
on
gonna
that.
save it. We're gonna save that for future talk. Are we gonna have guests on that show? I don't remember what we're gonna do.
Yeah, we may.
All right. So holding on to past hurts. Yeah, I have a hard time forgiving people, but I still think it's the best thing you can do is try to forgive it, to not let it suck you dry for the most part. So I got issues though. Do you know any of your friends that have issues with hurt feelings? I mean, you don't mention them by their name, but
I ain't saying nobody name.
that's what I'm saying.
I mean,
Don't,
of course, there's always friends who get hurt.
that's what I'm saying. Don't mention by their name, but I
who
mean,
are hurt. I don't know. Of course, I know people who hold grudges.
but the grudges don't seem.
My brother does that. I'll
Which one?
call him out.
Who?
I ain't gonna say his name, but
D?
he holds grudges.
Oh,
He's mad at the world.
Dude, he's
forever.
mad.
And I'm like, dude,
But
if
he's
you
mad-
would just let that go.
But he's mad for stupid stuff.
Well, then, it's past hurts. It matters to him.
God, your brother's so I thought I was sensitive, and I'm very sensitive. Her brother is the most sensitive person I've ever met in my entire. I'm scared to even say stuff to him because I'm like, if I say something, he's gonna get mad at me. But he's not mad. He's hurt because I said something that hurt his feelings. You know.
Yeah, see, and he will hold some of those things.
Oh, he's so hurt,
Some of
man.
those-
I didn't
yeah.
know Derek was
And-
such a.
and of course, there you
Let's say the name.
But can't help yourself.
God.
But I definitely can see where holding on to past hurts can hold you back. Actually, if you're married and you had an old flame and you hold on to that hurt from that old flame,
Oh
it
yeah.
actually prevents you from having a deeper connection with your spouse because
That's
that you hold that person
Yeah.
in that
so you.
place. They're taking a place that your spouse should.
So you can never truly open up to your spouse because
Right.
that person's taking up some room.
Yeah, so holding on to those kind of past hurts are really bad in a relationship. But I know people who do that as well. They carry, like, there's like a little thing, but you gotta let all that go.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I agree.
I've let all that go.
No, I agree.
From past hurts.
Let's go to number 4. Number 4 says not focusing on what you want. How can that be detrimental to a marriage? Do you mean not focusing on what you want? It says, what is your ultimate goal in your marriage? Is it to prove that you're right all the time? Or is it to have the best relationship possible?
Well, mine's to have the best relationship possible. So I tend to focus on what I want as far as having the relationship. That's why I end up apologizing a lot more than you do for stuff. Or if there's an argument, I'll break the ice.
I apologized the other day for being mad. I forgot what I did, but I called you and I apologized.
You were mad. You were just mad about
Oh, yeah, I had a bad
life.
day and I was just mad about life. I want to be left alone. It was when your family was over. That's what it was. And I called and apologized for that. I don't do that much, but I had to do it that time because I just lost it. I mean, what else could people focus on? I don't understand this one. It says not focusing on what you want. I don't understand.
You got look. It's like say you and somebody in a relationship and you're having problems, right? So say you have a problem with the person's always yelling at you, but you got to focus on. If that person wants to change, they now have to focus on what they want. They want for the relationship to work. So you got to focus on how to make it work. That's how I get from not focusing on what you want.
So you really have to spend time and focus on the relationship itself.
Right. And what
to make
you
sure
want
it
out of
works.
it. Right.
Ah.
So the things that are going wrong, focus on what you want.
I see.
Not don't do what you don't want. Don't do what you don't want the results to be.
So couples that are kind of going through things, try to focus on the relationship, not the extra things that come along with life itself, but the relationship portion. Focus on that. Try to make it work. Try to find a way to, I guess, open communication. Just something to put the relationship number 1 on the list instead of everything else. That's what it sounds like.
Right, but
You're saying.
like it says right here, it says do you have to prove that you're right all the time? So, I mean, no, you can't be right all the time if you want what's best for your relationship. Because if you want to be right more than you want your relationship to work, then that's the result you're going to get. You're going to be right, but you're going to be right out the door.
That's true. Yeah. Can be right out the door. So. Well, yeah, that's right. All right, let's go to number 5. Number 5 says, playing Let's Have a Problem. I've never heard this one. Let's have a problem.
Yeah, people who like to create problems. They want to argue all
like
the time.
you?
I don't do that mess. I'm a very functional relationship
Hey,
person.
you know who would like to create a problem? Cardi B.
I don't even know what you're talking about. I just want to be able to say her name.
I did. That's another shout out to her.
But,
people that like that. So there are people that like to create problems in marriages?
Sure.
Men and women?
Of course.
I was looking
drama queens, drama kings.
I was looking at mostly the women's side, but I guess you know what? I'm wrong about that. I think men do the exact same thing.
Of course,
also.
People are people. And dysfunctional people create dysfunction.
Oh, man.
And people are dysfunctional for a myriad of reasons, but that's what they do.
That sounds so crazy, though. So they're actually causing problems in the relationship.
Or like when you and somebody, you know what's going to set them off. But you're so mad that you just say it.
Oh, haven't you done that to me before? Haven't you done that to me before?
At some point I have, of course. Not that often now, because like I said, I know, toot my own horn. I know I have matured greatly relationship-wise as far as how to handle things and talk about things. I try my best,
Yeah, you should get your relationship license.
Yes, I should. I should.
Forget everything.
I like talking about relationships. I love, but no, the thing is, no one likes to come to me for advice, but I know I give good advice for the relationship when it comes to relationships. I know I do. Those that listen,
well, you know what it is? I think people are scared of the truth. Because you give people the truth, that you don't sugarcoat it. And I think most people in their relationships don't like to hear the truth. Both sides don't like to hear the truth. Some may, but I think most are like, I'm just going to stay here and deal with this. But most don't really want to. If you tell them what's going on, like, hey, you're crazy, or along those lines, or something like, hey,
what you're doing
or you're being mean to your spouse by saying these mean things. Well, that's not true. Well, it's true, but
people don't want to look in that mirror.
Man,
I have to look in that mirror. That's why I've gotten to the point where I'm at today. I have to look hard in the mirror.
Man, my mirror broke when I looked into it because I had to come to some type of crazy decision.
You reject that.
I'm not responding to that
for a long time
because I still have issues, but I'm trying. Isn't that what counts? Is that I'm trying? I'm not taking like 5 steps back. I'm taking like a step forward and try to realize my mistakes and not stay too long on one thing, but try to move forward. I mean, especially me when I have problems communicating, I do, and I'm scared a lot, but. Not everybody can be perfect, so.
It's not about perfection. It's just about continual improvement.
Well, yes. Transformation.
Yes.
Number 6 says, hanging with the wrong crowd. If you're in a relationship, what kind of crowd? Ooh,
that's when you're hanging with them single folks.
Oh, yes.
When you're married.
We knew a couple. I'm not going to mention their name.
No, I ain't going to talk about that.
I'm going to say.
Well, there's been more than one. So
I'm just going to mention in general, we knew couples that hung out with the wrong crowd. Did they get divorced? One got divorced, we know about.
I don't remember, but
it,
I mean, it happens.
The situation wasn't good. That's what. Yeah. If you're in a relationship, you probably should hang out with single people. Well, that's not true. I'm sorry. Let me take that back.
It's about the type of single people.
Correct. You're right. You're right, Natalie.
In general, because you can have a bunch of married guys and they're all creeping.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Yeah, so
I've seen that too.
So it's just about the quality of the person.
Yeah. So I guess if you hang out with good people, you don't have to have that problem. But I think that means if you're hanging out with people that are just not focused on relationships, those people that want to focus on just hooking up. But
you know what? Even this thing though, actually, they give the example of if you hang around people who always complain, then you might start complaining too.
It's true.
When you focus on the negative.
Oh.
Because this is the brain guy. He says you train neural networks to look for what's wrong rather than look
see
what's right.
That's true. That's why they tell you you've got to be careful who you hang around because you become them.
Well,
after a while.
I'll be complaining.
Who the hell are you hanging around? You don't hang around nobody though. Who the hell you hang around?
I mean, I don't hang around, but I be complaining. I mean, I guess I don't. Well,
no,
I try not to
you don't. I don't see you complain that much. I mean,
I like to talk about like life or what's going on, but I don't complain. I can see where if all your friends are always bitching and moaning about everything, and then you're around
that's true.
them, and then you do pick that up. They say you're you become who
You
you hang
do.
around.
That's
So-
why I got to make sure who the kids don't hang around, or who they hang around with, because actually that's who they become, or they start trying to imitate the people that are around them.
Mhm.
That's scary. What does number 7 say? Ooh, should we skip this one? Because that's going to be on our
Well,
next.
no, but that one at the end it has something different.
Oh, I'm sorry. I messed up. I thought it was just it says having an extra marital affair with your phone.
Yep.
How is that going to cause to have issues with relationship?
Well, it says right there. It says if you're on the phone, you're at lunch with your spouse or your partner, and then you're on the phone. You're scrolling through the inability to resist the urge. It says, of your phone can be a sign of attention problems or even vulnerability to addiction issues.
Ooh. How the hell does this guy know all this stuff?
The man, he does brain imaging.
Damn.
He studies brains.
Well, that means a lot of people I know have issues because everybody's staring at their phone. When I go to a restaurant, do you know how many people I see looking at their phones?
But I look at my
Well,
phone, but not that much. When
well,
we go out. I'll look at it for like a second.
Well,
or
the thing
two.
about it is both of us will look at it at the same time, and then when we start talking, we'll put it down and start talking. We don't sit there and...
Yeah, but a lot of people, that phone is like their right hand.
Dude, the phone is like crack, man. I think the people that design the phones do it purposely for people to be lured to it. It's a brain thing. It affects your brain. It's almost like a drug.
Yeah.
And when you put it down, your brain wants more of this stimulus. It's literally a drug. It's the same effect as when you take cocaine or any type of hard drug. It stimulates the same part of the brain.
Yeah, because you have to be able to give that person your attention. When you're in somebody you're out, whether it's your spouse or your partner or your friend, you should be able to give them that attention since
I agree.
you're physically in the same place. But instead, people are on that phone.
It's harder now to give them. I think it's harder to give people more attention now because of the phone. That's why you probably should leave the phone. And nobody wants to leave the phone in their car because they're afraid they'll miss.
What if somebody got a
They'll
call?
miss something. I want to record somebody getting punched.
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
I just put my phone face down usually, or I put it on vibrate.
I'll put it on vibrate and I'll put it face down. That way I don't see the light. Because they do that on purpose, make the light blink. Like you miss something on the phone. That's scary. All right. Number 8. Man, we're getting through this list fast. Number 8 says, being addicted to alcohol, drugs, or anything else. Well, obviously this is going to be an issue in any relationship.
I got a problem with an addiction problem. My sugar addiction has caused problems. Because you get mad at me because I won't stop eating stuff.
Well,
I've had to finally decided to not have stuff in the house, which has taken me at least 2 years to get you to stop.
Well, I'm addicted to sugar too, but I just don't care like you do because
I care because my mom has dementia.
Because I'm not gonna as long as I don't get fat,
care.
I'm gonna keep eating sugar. But I agree with you. It's not something that you want to be addicted to. It's actually you don't want to be addicted to anything because the addiction is what causes the problem. Is the addiction? If it's you can have sugar, but if you're not addicted to it, it's not.
If you eating a whole bag of candy, I mean that's not healthy. It's not good.
I bought some Werther's at Walmart, and it tasted so good.
I know you had Werther's. You know why?
Why? You found my little empty packets?
No, you threw some on the bed. So I happened to walk in the room. I was like, oh, I took one and put it in my boob. That way you couldn't see it.
I don't.
You didn't see, but when I came back, I was like, maybe I should get one more. And I came back, you took them back up.
The thing is, I didn't even have no idea they were missing. That's the thing.
No, you threw them on the bed. You had to have. They were just thrown on the bed.
Oh, so I was probably just trying to clear up something.
I said, oh, let me take one.
I don't give a damn.
So I didn't want, in case you came in, that's why I stuck it in my breast.
Oh, don't hide that from me, girl. I want to listen. I'm a Werther's. Listen, that's my weakness is Werther's. And it's got to be the hard.
Yeah,
it can't be the soft. If it's soft or sugar free, I don't want it. I want the straight up sugar.
Yeah, I like the hard candy.
Hard. It's addictive though. You're right. I don't.
Yeah, I can't just eat one thing of candy. I've had this to the point where I don't eat candy anymore.
Well, I became more addictive once I stopped working out after this back surgery. Before that's when I started.
Well, yeah, you need the exercise.
Because I haven't exercised, I've been just feeling so bad about myself. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, you look in a hot mess.
That's not...
I'm just playing. You look fine.
Damn.
You look fine. You look normal. I don't see any difference.
But I mean, it goes on to say, even with like drugs and pornography and other things and alcohol, all these people that have these addictions, I think it's a brain issue. I think it's a physical issue, but I think it's a brain issue. Like what he said. All this is related to the brain.
Well, it says right here, if you're having issues like drugs or pornography addiction, it means you probably aren't paying attention to your partner and aren't present in your marriage. So,
Yeah, that's what
and they damage the brain.
well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, when you have these addiction, it's not the addiction itself. And I don't know anything about drugs because I've never been addicted or anything. But if you're addicted to something, I think it's doing something to your brain chemically. Something.
Yeah. Well, I know my sugar thing is like it's more addictive than cocaine. And,
I think if they could figure out the part of your brain that's affected by the addiction, I think that's where they could start the healing process. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I'm just saying all this stuff is in your brain. Most of the stuff's in your brain. The issues, the hurt feelings that we bring into our relationship, that really affects, this guy is right.
Yeah.
All this stuff, issues from childhood are still bothering me, 30 years, 40 years later?
That's you, bro. I tell you.
They're bothering you too. I know you got issues.
Not from my childhood. No.
You lying.
I'm not lying. I go to the therapist, so I take care of my issues. I've been going for how many years now?
That means you're crazy. I'm
half my life. I go in there every month.
I probably need to. I probably need to
I've
go.
been talking to you about going forever. You don't want it. You don't like to make appointments. So
I do make appointments. Leave me alone. I'll make it. Well, I'll get there.
I don't have childhood issues because
I don't have.
I have talked.
Maybe I do.
I don't know. I haven't ever talked about my childhood issues. But I had a pretty good childhood. I can't complain about my childhood.
Yeah, you guys were rich. We were poor.
We were not rich. My parents were not rich. They worked hard. My dad worked 6, 7 days. Actually, he worked 7 days a week. My mom would work 5, 6 days a week.
My dad worked
hard.
6 days a week too, but we're still.
Well, I'm sorry.
The struggle was real. I told you about the cockroaches in my bed and the roach poop.
I know.
And the roach poop in
like
that
my
house.
That life, I don't know. I can't say.
The government cheese. We had government cheese.
Well, we had government cheese, but we weren't poor.
I couldn't afford to get my own soccer shoes, so I had to get people on the soccer team to buy me shoes. Couldn't afford to do a lot when I was younger. Just poor.
But that's what helped you become who you are today.
Just thinking about it just hurts me. It hurts my soul.
Look at your kids. They pet and pamper. They ain't gonna. They probably won't persevere.
No, they're gonna persevere because as soon as they start turning 18, don't come to me, bro. I'm not. They're kids now, but they're gonna be working. I don't think so. I think Noah and Sam are gonna work if they have to. I mean, we give them stuff now, but
they have a pretty good life. But we do make them have some struggles. We
of course
intentionally don't buy things for them, so they have to not. It's like how we didn't get things we wanted when we were a kid.
I think both of our kids are going to work pretty hard once they're given the opportunity.
They work hard now. They got to wash dishes, wash their clothes, fold the clothes, put them away.
Hey, it's going to pay off because they're not going to be with their spouses when they get older.
I always say, I don't want to do to nobody else what your mama did to me. So I try to.
What your mama do to you?
Sir. Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
My mama?
Oh, yeah. Because you don't do a lot of stuff.
I do a lot of stuff.
Nah, bro.
What the hell did I do? Bro.
How long is it taking you to get to this point?
What point? What the hell are you talking about? What? What are you talking about?
You are not husband material up front.
You're not wifey material up front.
I was wife material.
You must be out of your damn crazy mind.
Material. I did everything.
That's your problem. You should have did everything. You should have done everything. You spoiled me.
Yeah, well, that's not my fault. Yeah, but see, if you had known from the beginning,
if I would have known, I wouldn't have
be helpful.
Listen, I wouldn't have gone down this road if I would have just known what I know now. But I didn't know.
No turning back.
You deceived me.
You're the one who wanted to get married, so don't even go there.
I did, but I told you you didn't have to marry me. Why are we going down this road again? You're looking to lose this one.
There's nothing to lose.
You could have left a long time ago and you just stayed with me. Why? Why'd you stay? By the way, all you couples out there that are married, you're just as crazy as us, so don't try to hide it. So you got issues too.
Everybody got issues.
But
why they get that song.
But what song?
You got issues.
But I have to admit, listen, if I didn't know what I know now, I probably wouldn't have gotten married when I did. But I don't know. I just don't know what I was thinking, man. Damn it. But we got to make the relationship work. I can't just back out of it because, I want to. I love you and we're going to make this work. Rain or shine. It's going to work.
Sure. Let me get my umbrella.
You're so sorry. I don't like you, Funk. All right, let's go to the last topic here and close this out. So, it says number 9 is ignoring mental health, brain health issues.
Yeah, like depression.
Yes, depression, anxiety, OCD, bipolar disorder, and PTSD are some of the brain health issues.
Yeah, because if you're not functioning, if you're not getting help for those issues, how can you, if you can't take care of yourself, how are you going to help somebody else?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Your mind has to be right or in some type of state of mind in order to
Yeah, because think about when you were depressed, how selfish and mean you were.
Yeah, but
Yeah, so then in that point in time, I felt abandoned and left.
depression is a horrible thing, Natalie. It's horrible. You just don't even. It's horrible.
I don't have depressed as you bad as you have, but I.
Oh, it's horrible. You just don't even know what to do at times. You just go through it, and it's so dark.
Right, that's the point. That's why it's important. That's why it's so important to get help. Because if you don't get the help, then everything's going to implode around you.
I believe a lot of people in relationships are depressed right now. If you're listening to this and you're in a relationship and you're depressed, I think this would be a good time to probably try to get some help. Probably from what? A counselor?
Yeah, usually go to a counselor.
Counselor?
Don't go to if you want, unless you want drugs, then they go to the shrink.
Don't go to the shrink. They'll try to put you on drugs.
Give you the drugs, just a therapist.
They'll put you on drugs. Yeah, go to a therapist that doesn't give you drugs.
But the one thing a lot of people don't realize is which is hard to get out of that though, but exercise and your diet and your supplementation are super important when you're depressed.
I agree. It's a mental imbalance.
Bipolar stuff, even with anxiety, all of these things are chemical imbalance.
Not mental imbalance, but chemical imbalance.
Yeah, all of these, and they've proven different ways that you can actually help them by eating better, exercising, and taking some supplements to help with that kind of stuff.
And also, if you work out too much and your body fat stays too low, you can also go into depression because it causes a chemical imbalance in your brain. Trust me on that one.
You need that.
That happened to me, and I went severely depressed for a while because I was bodybuilding and I lost too much body fat. And your body has to get fat from somewhere. So where does it take it from when it can't get it from its body? Your brain.
Yeah, true.
Yes, because your brain's made out of fat.
Well, I know that. I know you need fat.
Horrible. So be very careful when it comes to your mental health. I mean, you're right now. I didn't think about it that much really, but I guess if you have some type of mental issue, it's going to affect everything in your relationship.
Well, yeah, because,
I really hope.
You got to work together.
I don't know. I wouldn't even know how to tell somebody in a relationship what to really do if they're going through depression, other than to see a therapist. Go get some
help. Yeah, go talk to somebody. That's the first thing you do. Go talk to somebody.
I think the first step is don't try to stay in the relationship and try to work it out if it's not working out, but to try to get some help to see, what's going on in the relationship. I think that should be a good first step for anybody that's listening right now, because I think all couples go through a period of depression or some type of anxiety in their relationship. But I think if you can handle it and work it out, whether it's through therapy or talking, I don't know, I think it's a good first step. But I think both of you have to be willing to do it, though. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that.
I think if it's one person willing to do everything and the other partner's just...
But even then, even if the other person doesn't want to, they say just you as yourself go.
Oh, yeah. So if both of them want to go, but one goes, then that's better than nothing.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, you have to work on yourself. You can't fix anybody.
So what happens, for example, what happens in a relationship if one goes? Let's say if one wants to work on the relationship and one says, hey, I'm going to go to counseling. Do you want to go? And the other person says, no, I'm not going to go. But the person decides to go. And then during their counseling sessions, they're like, after, multiple weeks or months, she's like, or he's like, I'm going to leave. Is that an option?
I ain't no professional, but of course, if they want to leave, then...
Like, I don't want to stay in this relationship anymore. I want to leave and do something else. Because by staying in the relationship, it's doing worse for both of them. You know what I mean? It's not...
Yeah, there are some relationships or marriages that are irretrievable and they have to go their separate ways.
How long do you think somebody should wait?
I don't know. I can't. I ain't no professional.
I was hoping you'd have an answer for that. I don't have an answer.
I can make something up, but I don't know for sure.
It's so scary,
but
though.
There is not a timetable. It's when you've had enough. When have you had enough? When are you no longer willing to do what it takes to make it work? That's the answer.
That's a good question, because I don't know what my timetable is.
I don't know. You'll know when you get there.
I guess if you get there. I guess if you annoy me enough and keep talking to me, I guess I'm just going to leave one day.
Well, that goes back to extra. That goes back to nurturing your relationship too. Like if you're not doing the things that it takes, if you're not communicating, like if you're, that's what I'm going to always say this about relationships. People don't communicate. So if you're not communicating, then you end up building up resentment. And then when you build up resentment and you don't communicate that resentment, eventually you get to the point where there's the point of no return, where you can't find your way back, or you don't want to find your way back to that person. So, I mean, it just goes back to communicating. That's the key to everything. All things in life are about communication, but people just choose not to communicate.
Agreed. I agree with that. But I think today's show was a very good show. Huh? What? The look on your face right now is just defeat.
I'm tired.
Well, we thank you for logging in or listening to us today. We're very tired. What time is it?
It's not that late, but
It's 10:48. We're old and tired. So we appreciate you listening. And we're going to be taking a trip soon here. So I'm going to try to do a recording from Texas with the family. Everybody.
Yeah,
it's gonna work. It's gonna be the best. It's gonna be the best podcast ever on this next recording. But thank you for tuning in to the Family Mess. I was your host Ian. This is my wife and co-host Natalie. And see you soon. And if you want to follow us on, what are the forums again? Google Podcast, iTunes, Spreaker, iHeartRadio. What's the other one? Spotify. And there's one more.
I don't know.
Castbox. And I believe we also have Deezer now. Deezer is another forum that we've been approved on. So all those, you can follow us at the Family Mess. And take care and God bless.
I love the Family Mess. Oh,
Come on, man. You can't...